The malignant covert narc mother teaches you nothing and blames you for knowing nothing. She erases her neglect and installs you as a failure. She sabotages independence by withholding practical life skills. She deliberately refuses to teach you the basic skills needed to survive and thrive as an adult, like household management, cooking, nutrition, cleaning, laundry, budgeting, home maintenance, self-care, managing health appointments, personal hygiene, financial literacy, handling money, paying bills, saving, understanding credit, problem solving, making decisions. She wants you to fail because your failure validates her story that you're unstable, ungrateful, broken. She gave you lectures, not lessons, criticism, not guidance. She never teaches you how to regulate emotions, how to respond to conflict, how to identify and express your feelings, how to manage stress and setbacks, how to build resilience and confidence, how to develop a stable sense of self and personal boundaries, how to say no. She teaches obedience, not autonomy. And then when you struggle with these things as an adult, she acts disgusted. She breaks your legs and mocks you for crawling. You're left unprepared for life. She wanted you unsure of yourself so she could play expert. She wanted you dependent so she could play martyr. She needs you wounded so she can be the superior one. She keeps you lost, isolated, ashamed, dependent. She deliberately teaches you nothing. She doesn't teach you to manage time, how to clean, how to drive, or even brush your hair right. And when you mess up, you can't do anything right. Never mind, I'll do it. It's not that you're incapable, but she trains you to believe you are. You grew up raising yourself. No comfort, no protection, no guidance. And if you speak about your pain, you're ungrateful. And she demands a thank you card for destroying you. And a Mother's Day gift too that she'll never appreciate. She grooms you to fail. Then she blames you for it. She makes you emotionally dysregulated, financially dependent, socially stunted, mentally isolated. Then she turns around to others and says, see what I have to deal with? She watches you fall apart, stumble throughout life, lost, desperate. She doesn't offer a hand. She watches like a predator, not a parent. She sabotaged you under the guise of advice. Just tell them exactly how you feel. Then you're ridiculed. You don't need to prepare for that. Then you're blindsided. When it all backfires, she was just trying to help. She weaponizes plausible deniability like a true covert narc sadist. She sabotages your independence through fear and doubt. Instead of encouraging growth, she instills irrational fears and constant self-doubt. You're not ready. Better safe than sorry. She erodes your motivation and ability to take risks and learn from mistakes. She ignores and mocks your efforts when you try to learn and grow. She gives you no praise, no encouragement, just criticism, and undermines your confidence. She dismisses your achievements as trivial and foolish, acts like you got lucky, leaves you feeling small. She creates dependency instead of empowerment. She positions herself as the gatekeeper of safety and knowledge. Your survival feels tied to her approval and control. She needs you helpless. She'll act like you can never make it. She poisons you and destroys your confidence early. And she creates a learned helplessness loop. She neglects to teach you, so you try to figure things out all alone and fail. She mocks you for failing, then you give up. She'll be starving you of skills and knowledge while painting herself as a long-suffering mother of a difficult child. She criticizes and mocks your attempts at independence. She overreacts to your mistakes and struggles. This creates a cycle of failure and discouragement where you internalize the message you're not capable. She's the fire and the savior. She creates the crisis, then gets attention for handling it. You miss a deadline? She tells everyone she had to fix your mess. You don't know how to do taxes? She rescues you while telling others how lost you'd be without her. She breaks your legs and hands you crutches, then tells the world how lucky you are to have her. She punishes initiative, then blames you for being passive. You try to help? Stay out of my things. You don't help? You never lift a finger. She creates a reality where no response is safe. She keeps you dependent, then shames you for it. You're not taught how to make decisions, so you freeze in fear. You're not allowed to make mistakes, so you don't try. She shuns questions. She shuts them down and kills your curiosity. She raises you to feel incompetent. When you hesitate, she'll take over. When you struggle, she mocks you. When you try, she discourages you. You learn to avoid, you learn to doubt, not because you can't, but because she convinces you you can't. She trains you to self-sabotage, and then when you pick up the bat and start beating yourself, she'll act like you've always been the problem. No one asks what she did to make you that way. She refuses to raise you. She leaves you unprepared on purpose. And she makes you into a dependent. She grooms you to be a dependent. She feeds you false beliefs about the world, makes you scared of the world, fills your head with delusions, irrational fears, and distortions. She uses fear strategically, instilling anxiety and phobias to keep you dependent and malleable. Fear shuts down curiosity, confidence, and makes you easy to control. She'll warn you about how dangerous the world is, and you grow up with these distorted worldviews where every new experience feels overwhelming and threatening. She uses catastrophic thinking to warp normal challenges into insurmountable threats. She teaches you fear instead of preparation, so you hesitate, doubt, freeze. She clips your wings before you fly. She makes everyday activities feel impossible or too risky, effectively paralyzing your growth. She punishes curiosity, and you stop asking questions. She suppresses it. And if you ask how something works, show interest in a new skill, shuts it down. That's stupid. You'll never make money doing that. That's a waste of time. It's nonsense. She mocks your spark until you extinguish it yourself. She invalidates your attempts at independence by belittling and mocking and claiming that you're being unrealistic. You're not ready for that. And she acts like you can't do anything right. She kills your confidence early on and acts like things are too dangerous. She delays skill development and makes you reliant on her. She keeps you small, fearful, and dependent, and makes you avoid trying new things. And that makes you grow into an adult who's not prepared for life, who's overwhelmed by a simple task, who's uncertain how to manage money, health, or social relationships, who's emotionally fragile, unsure how to cope, dependent on others for guidance, money, decision-making. The lack of preparation makes life seem like a constant struggle. Thanks, Mom. Scapegoat strong.